Sorrel here. I'd like to do a specific development of actions within Photoshop. This is specific to the flipbook project for Cal Poly. I'll go through that because basically what I have is a file of photos in here, and all of these photos are not in a proportion that will benefit my overall process. So what I want to do is get these down to being 5 across by 4 down to make them access a lot easier. It'd be a speed process, so I'm going to take one of these images out, copy it out of the desktop, and then I'm going to bring that into Photoshop and Command 0 to bring it up full size. I don't really need all of this. So there's my photo I want to work with. And again, Command R for the ruler. Oh, I noticed that we're set up in, I have no idea what we're set up in. So I'm going to come up here to Preferences, to units and measures. I'm going to change that from pixels, there it is, pixels to inches. Okay, and there it is. It's if we come up here to image, basically it's almost 6 3/4 across, and that's just way too big. So what I want to do is I want to eliminate some space on this side and push it over so that most of my imagery for the rule of thirds is crowding to the right, because we have the mechanical part of the screw pegs on the left hand side. So I'll go Command R. Let's just make this a little bit bigger. I'll make my screen a little bit larger. Command R. I come up to Window and go to Actions. I'll create a new action here, a new set that the actions will be. I'll call this 4D Design Scale. I'll just call it 4D Design Flip Book. Flipbook. I'll go OK. And now I'll go back up here again to the action. I'm going to go Start a new action. I got the set and I have an action, and I'll call this Scale. And as soon as I hit this, it's going to start recording. Notice the little red dot here. That means that I'm recording. Everything I do from now on out is part of this process that will become a automated batch deal. So I'm going to come up here to Size, Image Size. I'll make the overall size 4 inches tall, and I'll make it just a little bit bigger. And scale, whatever the size your photos come in, you can have them at 300 dpi. Mine are already fairly small. Not going to worry about that. I go OK, and Command 0 again, and I've got my 4 inches. There's 0 to 4 inches right there. And now I want to cut some of this off, so come back over here again while it's still recording. Notice it's still recording right here. Up to Image. This time I'm going to go to Canvas Size because I'm going to cut off something on this side, so I need to come over to this side. So I'm going to make that 5. There's my 4 by 5, and watch what happens. Watch what this does. It's going to cut off right about there. Canvas size, boom. Isn't that nice? Okay. If you want, you can sweeten the color or sweeten it a little bit. If you want the color levels to be a little bit more punchy, you can do that as well. I typically do that with my work to make them a little bit more vibrant. You may want to do that if your work's a little bit on the dark side. I'll go OK, and I'll come over and go Save, and I'm saving it as a TIFF. And now that it's saved, I go Stop, and I've stopped the recording. I will close that out, and I'll throw that file away. It's still here. The original's here. I just don't need it anymore. I'll come over here to Photo, Automate, Batch. Photo, Automate, Batch. I'm going to go find that file. It remembers here's my set. The set is 4D Design Flipbook. The scale. Look for a folder. I'm going to choose the folder on the desktop. There's my folder, Scot-Free. Choose. None of these are clicked. Leave these all as is. Come over here to where it says Destination, Save, and Close. And then click Override Action As. And go OK. And then Start. And you'll start watching them on the screen very quickly go across. The bigger the files, the longer the process will take, so don't be worried if it just takes a little bit. I have 120 photos, so it will take a while. Just a couple minutes, won't be long. And then I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. And then I can go quickly back to InDesign and complete that one little step if it's still up and running. Okay, looks like I've finished. I can come in here and look at one of these. Yep, they both scaled out. I'm kind of happy with that. Look at how the color's a little brighter now. Close that out. Let's go back to InDesign, see if I'm up and running again. And I'll just close these out. Remember how these delete. So I'll go back to this one. Remember how before when I was doing that other demo, if you did see that demo number 1 for the project, I'll just take a selection of about 18 of these, drag these over, and watch this. This is nice. Look at that. They fit automatically in the file. They've been pre-sized. Go to the next one. They're preloaded. Color's a lot punchier. Oops, go back one. The program can be rather forgiving at times and sometimes not, but this will help you see how I can quickly go through and do a whole batch of these and be done with it with not too much trouble. Again, I can go back to File. I go back to Adobe PDF Preset, High Quality. I'll just call it Scott Free Bird 2 Desktop, and just go Export. There it is. Click on it, and it's all ready to go. I don't have to do anything special. It's just all ready to go for me. I've got it. Pretty simple process. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Stay tuned for additional content here on the processes for your class, and we'll talk soon. See ya. Bye-bye.